And basically it says, men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
Ocho? Agree, disagree, like slightly agree?
I mean, it varies. It depends. You know, I think men are a little bit more now focused on just themselves, you know, focus on work, getting to the bag, and allowing the woman to be the last choice of importance, as opposed to how it was before. You know, chasing the woman, chasing, applying pressure, doing all that. And most of the time, what you have to understand too, is women put up such a front with the chasing and applying pressure, as if there's something that's so different about them as opposed to anyone else that you could deal with. But then when you actually get a hold and you get to learn that individual and you're allowed access, you come to find out, well, God damn, I've been doing all this chasing for this, but you ain't no different than nobody else. It's all the same. You know, at the end of the day, I think men's focal point has changed from chasing women to more focusing on themselves, work, family, if that comes into play.
And here's my question. How can these two guys be sitting up here? This is what the women talk about. They both over 6 feet tall. They both millionaires. How can they be up here having these same conversations about women and the behaviors of single women? How can they even relate to this stuff? But somehow they do.
That means the dots are connecting. That means there are no flaws in what we are saying. I've said this goofy, unnecessary gender war is taking mainstream. It's over. It's up and it's stuck. We're gonna come to a head. Here you go. It's somebody like Kendra and Ashley Dalton would have to respect the educated opinion of these two individuals here. What could they say? And I would love to see that. I would love to see a Ocho and Unc on the same screen with a Kendra and an Ash. Yeah, that'd be glorious.
And it's just different now. It's just different now, especially in today's era where we have a lot more women that are in, I hate using the word alpha positions, but they are the men now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think the thing is, Ocho,
women are the men.
They a lot of women. But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to them. At the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised. See, these women today, they talk about, oh, I want to be treated like my mom and my great grandma got to treat, but y'all don't behave like that. Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table. He ate first. It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't. But y'all, I'm gonna do me. Okay, well, do you? I don't have to be a part of it. And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. And then you 20, now you 45, now you 50. Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't.
All right, Uncle Shay, don't hurt him. All right, now this the truth. Back in the day, a lot of men couldn't speak like this, right? They had contracts with these networks, but now Shannon Sharp says I get to dictate the contract. So when I'm telling ESPN, I'll be on the network, but I also do podcasting, and I'm gonna speak my mind a little bit.
Glory to it. Glory to freedom, man. The time is up. Understand that. And Kev pointed that out, at least to me, that a lot of men ain't about feels. Let me back up. A lot of men have the same live reality. It ain't about feelings. Feelings don't matter. Or every man the same live reality, but some guys have corporate jobs. All right. They got black passports and they cannot be up here engaging in this banter, engaging in this movement. So shout out to the self-employed that can make moves. Appreciate them.
I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to
No,
get.
Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing. What you want gotta want you.
Ooh.
See, that's the problem. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall. Oh, he needs to make 6 figures. Oh, he need to do this.
Right.
Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. Whoop. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that makes 6 figure, that's well to do. Does he want you?
Damn. And most of the type of men that they want, it's part of the 1%. Huh?
Absolutely.
So it puts the dudes that are in the 1%, they just get to pick who they want.
It's hard. It's hard for something to add value, to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something that increases in value that's constantly get used. You told me about my Ferrari. You say, buy that Ferrari up, but put it up. A bottle of wine, Philippe Rothschild, Petrus, Camus.
Right. 1942.
They ain't drinking it. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I don't even think the chat heard you. Do me a favor. Say, man, let me get my pen and paper because that man.
Hold on.
You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
You relax, Chad. Relax. And this is good data, though. We say this all the time, how many people haven't made their way over to these YouTube spaces. So it's easy for somebody like Unc to come up here and regurgitate a lot of talking points. And it's flattering at the same time. So I think he should cite his source. I'm sure he's watched The Godfather. I'm sure he knows mostly where that comes from. And if not, he obviously heard it from somebody, so he's regurgitating it. But look, I will say this, a rising tide shall raise all ships. So I ain't got no problem with them entering the space, bringing more eyes to it, because I don't think a lot of people have yet to find these spaces.
Tell you, amen to that, right? That's how you do it. Yes, I said it. Up here in the YouTube space, it's tough for something to be good for the goose and not be good for the gander. It works pretty well. Shout out to Ocho and Unc coming into this space. We moving, man. We're going to be prime time for real in no time. Keep the conversation going. We got to stand strong. We got to speak in unison. What my man Ty Pro say, one band, one sound, god dang it. One band, one sound. We got to move in unison.
That part. So if you can take it and elevate it, that's what it's about. So a lot of times I see people be like, well, the Godfather didn't start that. That come from this guy or that guy. Granted, but it's about who do we remember doing it. I'm sure we say this all the time. Henry Ford didn't create the steering wheel or the engine or none of that. So you'd be like, oh, some guy invented the first tire and the first, stick shift transmission and the first carburetor. All right, but did they create the first mass-produced vehicle?
There you go. That part right there. Yeah, shout out to these fellas. We moving as this space grows and awareness gets spread out throughout Beyonce's internet and the real world. It's gonna be good. We making leeway. I'll take it.
Hold on. You're gonna have to bring that to me again. Hold on. You think I'm not gonna use that? Boy, you just dropped the gem right there, and I don't even think the chat was paying attention.
Yeah, because everything, Ocho, I want somebody at least 6 foot tall. I want somebody at least 200 pounds. I want somebody that make at least 6 figures. I want somebody that go to church. I want somebody that like to travel. So you've named 6 things that you like. Okay, you find that guy, but he's only probably in the 1%. So that 1% of the men that you're looking for, is he looking for the 15 to 20% of the women that's looking for him?
Look at Unc. Unc just discovered the manosphere. I remember them days. ain't nothing like the moment when you first start discovering this stuff. Look at Chad. Chad he writing stuff down. You know, I still run into people in real life who don't have this type of knowledge, and they discover this stuff. And they're like, I've been thinking about this kind of stuff all my life. I just thought maybe it was just me, or I couldn't articulate it, but this is a real thing.
I remember talking to my good friend Terrence. My friend Terrence played for the Colts, the Falcons, and I believe somebody else. He had a good run in NFL, and we was talking, and he in between relationships, at least he was. And I said, would you date a single mom? And he was like, yeah. I said, no, you wouldn't. he said, what make you say that? And I said, if you like a woman and she's a baby mama, if she's attracted you, most likely her baby father is going to be comparable to you. This is the data. And whatever rules you have in your house, he going to have in his, and y'all going to butt heads. These well-to-do men, these financially successful men, they have yet to understand that. They don't know the perils and the dangers because they're too busy living rich. They don't know that Ocho really shouldn't really take Uncle Shay's ex-wife seriously or baby mom, because it just ain't smart.
Yeah, Ocho has been proven to be a full-blown simp. So I think a lot of this is new information to him. But as far as Shannon, I think Shay been doing a deep dive on these spaces. I mean, he got producers and editors. They've been doing their homework. He got cue cards. He's doing his studying. He's a very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he got this finger on the pulse, if you will. And so Shannon, he's been watching probably a lot of these spaces.
There you go. Yeah, I heard about Ocho's simping ways. We can grow, especially when you got money. It's never too late for a man.
Yeah, I see Ocho. He's currently engaged to that woman who is a baby mama, but that's a whole nother. He engaged to a baby mama, and I see they went and they both sat down with their lawyers to go over the prenup, and she wanted $3 million a year if they divorce every year on their anniversary of the divorce. He wanted $3 million a year. He said no. He said he agreed to like 15,000 or something. And then they both agreed to just say, no, we're going to leave what we came with. Because I guess right now she is currently making more money to him, right now in her taxes. She's the quote unquote bread. She makes more money than him. He has more net worth and more money in the bank, but she's currently making more money. I guess he sells like $1 million houses in Florida.
And these are the low level things you got to hash out whenever you got two people meeting at the end of the road and they both got their portions of the king's gold. I couldn't. I'd rather not. God bless it.
Yeah, she said she wants $3 million a year every year on their divorce date.
Now, see, now I don't like you. Just the fact that you said that, now I can't stand. Why are you thinking about taking $3 million from me and divorcing me? That's what I heard. I'd rather not. Nope.
And then a few weeks later, he get caught clapping some other woman's cheeks, and now they separated.
So now if he's not, so now I'm valuable. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Huh? Tom Brady wants.
They know they worth. They know they worth.
Worth is what someone is willing to pay for something.
Oh, nigga.
Tom Brady can list his house for $150 million. But I guarantee you, after 6 months over a year, that house ain't sold. I guarantee you he dropped the price.
Okay.
So now, if somebody comes in and says, Tom, he want $150 million. I give you $100 million cash. Okay, I take it. That's what the house was worth. See, you don't get to determine your worth if somebody's not paying for it. That's what women got to understand. You keep saying, are you buying yourself? Are you purchasing yourself? So where's the value? Value is only something is only valuable if somebody will purchase it. I want $600,000 for this tube of lip therapy. It's worth $7. They got to stop this notion talking about I know my worth. I know my worth. Your worth is what someone is willing to pay for it.
I'm saying he just regurgitating a lot of talking points. I feel like he's like a student of the game. And like I said, a lot of times, like y'all said in the chat right now, the Godfather didn't make that up. It come from this. I think as we go on and stuff, it will snowball. And it'll be hard for these guys to stop and give credit to people at every turn of the way. Because as long as we all know where this stuff comes from, let's see, give them time. It ain't so nice right now to come out the woods and be a part of this. Y'all must understand. So they treading lightly. Give it time. Let them they dip their toe in. Let their full body emerge. They just dipping their toe in right now.
There you go, man. Yeah, because the backlash is a coming. Don't you understand the aunties and nanas that fantasize about a chance at Big Unk? Please don't let the goofy rhetoric fool y'all. Big Unk, with whatever mannerisms he may have, allegedly, is every auntie's fantasy. Stop the jokes. All right. So when they find out he up here on that KS, it's coming. All razor blades and lemon juice. Just wait.
And I think in this moment, the Godfather is smiling down, because even he would mention some of this stuff during his shows. He would tell, the audience, like, y'all wouldn't imagine the people that watch my show. He said, I talk to these people behind the scenes. So him and Shannon may have a direct friendship. And he said, a lot of these people can't come out and tell y'all they watch this. So, like you say, just never know.
He used to say it. He said, guys with blue checks, congressmen, athletes, celebrities, they can't afford to upset the system, but us uppity podcast ninjas can.
That's what worth is. Look up the dictionary. Look up worth in the dictionary. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Google it. I don't want y'all to do it. Google it my damn self.
Well, you preaching today? You boy, what? You know what also, when I think about is in general, women, they put themselves in unwinnable positions at times. They play hard to get. They're very difficult. They create this perception that all the work the man is going to put in the end, they're just getting this. Oh my goodness, this is so much different than everybody else. When in hindsight, once you are gained access to it, it's no different than anybody else. That's why they play the difficult game in the beginning.
Yeah,
that's why they make you jump through hoops and make you jump through obstacles, because there's really nothing at the end of that light or at the end of that tunnel.
I don't know what I'm worth.
And it's not a bad thing. We're all human.
Ocho.
What do you do that's so special than the next person?
Cook. Can you cook? Hey, can you cook some oxtails? I need to know, can you cook oxtails? What about saying, can you cook breakfast? Grits, eggs, sausage, bacon, French toast, pancakes. Okay. What about eggs Benedict? Make hollandaise sauce? Okay, you can't do that. Okay, what can you do? What's the this value that you speak of? What is it? Because I just want you to know a little something. Everything that you do, I can pay somebody to do it. Cook, clean, get my dry cleaning.
Right.
Hey, I don't pay them to sleep with me. I pay them to leave. So I'm just trying to say, so where's the value? What can you do for me that I can't have somebody do? Everything that you do. So if I'm with you, I really want to be with you.
Now the rubber is meeting the road. It's about to get real. 2025 is about to be up and stuck. All right, we heading towards the end of the football season, and it's a downtime a year. For the next 6 months is a downtime. He can't sit up here and talk about football. They about to get into this relationship spaces, and I'm here for it.
I love it. Unc said, can you make eggs Benedict? Huh? Can you make a souffle? Huh? Any of that. Real rap. They don't understand. Unc over here dealing with these high, I don't know. I would say high value women. I put quotes on it. Y'all know what that means. And he waking up in the morning to go do his show. And he got to make his own coffee. She ain't getting up. He making his own coffee. He go out and get his own paper. And she's still laying in the bed dreaming about being his wife. Unc said, I don't pay you to come. I pay you to leave. All right. You ain't getting up. You ain't trying to show no wifely qualities. Get up out of here. They learning.
So if you choose so hold on, you pay him, you sleep with, you pay him.
I ain't paying for the sex. I'm paying you to get out.
Hold on. Let me write that down. So I can use that in my next argument.
So I just want to know, if I'm with you, I ain't playing no games with you. Do you understand that I'm not? I jump on a plane to come see you. You best believe you mean something.
Hold on, huh? You flew to somebody before?
So all this stuff. Oh, this and that. Hey, I'm just telling. I keep it foul with y'all. So all this going back and forth, I don't care nothing about that. Because all I know is you keep saying you worth this, you worth that. That property ain't been purchased in a long time, then, huh?
Yes.
Look like you gonna have to drop the price on it.
But they have to wait for a buyer to come along, huh? That that's life. That's the way it works. I understand. And you know what? Something about our beautiful women, something about our beautiful women in this world. We can't live without them. We can't live without them. There's always somebody for everybody. And just at what point is your person gonna come along?
That's it.
That's willing to buy or pay whatever you feel that worth may be.
And my thing is, Ocho, I don't even feel like I'm the prize. I don't tell no woman I'm the prize.
Nah.
But you better. I don't know who told you. They told you wrong. If you think you the prize.
That's a great topic too, Unc. That's a great topic. Women feeling like they are the prize and understanding what they bring to the table.
What?
I think some of them might be. Despite us being the providers.
What?
I think some might be the prize. You don't think so?
No, we're both the prize. I want to be with you. Hopefully you want to be with me. I think you're special. I wouldn't be with you if I didn't think you were special.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste your time. More importantly than that, I'm not wasting mine.
Because you can't get that back. You
Yes.
can't get that time back.
So I just think the thing is sometimes, like, man, let's just be real here. I'm gonna treat you with the ultimate respect. If you got a kid, I'll treat that kid as if it was mine. I'll never be disrespectful to you. I'll never call you out of your name. I'll never do anything.
Right.
But these women, they quick. Man, they quick. Oh, I'm the prize. I know my worth.
But cause they be looking good,
Man, do you know how many women look good?
I know. It's so many. And you know what I don't like, Can you address it? Because I don't know how to put into words.
Yeah, now look, Chad about to simp out. Like they be looking so good, Like, I don't know. Teach his own. Leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Men do, and this is why we say men don't settle. Yeah, I don't question a way a man behaves because men are logical. I respect that aspect. A man gonna act the way he can. A man gonna sit there. A man gonna stand on business because he can, and a man gonna simp because he must. There you go.
Why do women always feel because they look good? Because we base everything off of looks.
Because men are very visual.
We are visual.
We're very visual creatures. Yes.
Why the first thing, if you do mess up, the first thing people say is, "Oh, he fumbled me."
No. Fumble is a situation where I'm running and somebody knocks it out of my hand. I punted you.
Right.
I punted. It wasn't a fumble. Yeah. Boop.
Right.
Yeah. I realized.
I'll say we talked about this before. Like you said, we know these guys for catching touchdowns on Sunday, but it's different growing up in the real world. They never grew up out of Order 66 a lot of times. These athletes, they are coddled and treated a certain way from damn near middle school, high school, college. So Chad don't have no real world experience. So he just default to a simp.
There you go. Straight like that. Then experienced it with comrades that's done made it, to professional glory. Gavin ain't speaking none but the truth. I just told y'all, I had a buddy. Had to break it to him, had to not break it to him, but open their eyes to observable reality. They don't know what they don't know, so whole market for it. But yeah, welcome to the manosphere, gents.
That part. I see y'all saying Travis Hunter. Exactly. It's Travis Hunter 20 years from now.
Oh, y'all see the latest video of Travis Hunter girlfriend crying because Lil Wayne came in the room? She said, "I love you."
I realized I couldn't get any more yards. Boop.
Right.
Let somebody, hey, let the next guy catch it. Hopefully he fair caught it. But he might have let it go over his head and into the end zone.
I don't know, man. It's just, listen, we can't live without them. They can't live without us. It's all about finding your person. It's all about finding your person. And if you sisters, if you're watching, ladies, if you have a standard, whatever that standard may be, whatever that value or worth you may think you have, you stick to it. You stick to it until your guy comes along. I don't care how long it takes. You know, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna win. Matter of fact, ladies, if you're in the chat, you don't have a man right now. The holidays is coming up. Valentine's is coming up. Send me a message on Twitter. I guarantee you, I have you a man and some gifts and dinner.
Good luck.
Before Valentine's Day. I'm playing matchmaker.
Hey, baby.
Cause I know your value. I know your worth.
There you go.
I'm gonna make sure you get your man.
I hope everybody, hey, like you said, there's somebody for everybody. I hope they find that person. But I'm just tired of hearing every time I I know my value, I'm this and that. Look here. I guarantee you, go scroll on IG. They got on YSL, they got on Tom Ford, they got a Gucci bag, they got a Louis bag, they got a Chanel bag, they got a Birkin bag, they got a G-Wagon, or they got a Range Rover, or they got this. So I'm telling you, what's the differentiating factor? Whether you got fillers, whether you got a BBL, whether you got brew, I don't, and I'm not judging, I don't care. That's your body. That's your money.
Right.
I just ain't paying for it. I'm just saying, hey, you want lip fillers, you want Botox, you want BBL, you want lipo, get it. That's your body. I don't tell nobody what. I've never told a woman what to do with her body. I just want you to know I'm not paying for it because I'm not fattening a frog for another snake to eat.
Ooh, I remember that one.
So I'm just saying, take off. If y'all want whatever you want, whatever that you think is going to enhance, I go to the gym because I want to feel. It makes me feel good.
Me too.
But if y'all want to go, hey, if y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do, I'm all for you, ladies. I'm never gonna. Oh, I can't believe you did. That is your body. That is your temple. You do with it as you see fit. That's just not me.
Right. So there you go. And I'll say this: I see a lot of people are like in the comments and saying like, "Well, if these two guys are, 6 foot tall millionaires and they having problems," I would say as a man, it'd be hard. Don't ever measure yourself like that to another man. I think we are all individuals, and this will show you that money don't only make you. So who are you as a person? So you can't say, oh, well, if these guys having a hard time, that means I ain't gonna never find a woman. Incorrect. This is not the standard when it comes to the marketplace.
There you go. So what's that disconnect? Gentlemen like this, check the boxes for the physical attributes and the stuff you can easily see: money, height, physique, sports players, done and done. Shame on any sister trying to deny that allure. But as far as character, well, some rapper said it, having money don't mean you ain't a lame. Not calling these two gentlemen a lame. However, it is what it is.
So with that being said, we're going to get him some space here.
Dang, Unk in outer space.
We got us the gun line.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
I hope you find some peace of mind.
Yeah, man, that blew my mind seeing like playing with athletes. Shout out to brother Umar, the cornerbacks and the running backs and wide receivers. When y'all, in college or in the league, they the man. Shout out to the cornerbacks, man. That's the toughest position on the field, if you ask me. But for them to excel at sports and excel amongst their peers, in order to be a good athlete, especially at that level, your peers got to have some degree of respect for you, probably except for a quarterback. All right. And then to fumble in your personal life always confused me.
Like I say, I think a lot of times they up here pandering. They slowly but surely going to take the mask off. They got a lot of corporate sponsors and whatnot. But like say out of pocket, hopefully they can make a hard pivot, do a 180 and atone.
There you go. Never too late to atone until it is too late.
Bye.